Welcome to the Fogcast, the only place you need to catch up on your non-league action. Hello, welcome to the Fogcast. You're here with me, Foghorn, aka Jake from Harlow Town Fans TV. Now, I hope you had a great weekend and hope you have an even better week. I am a bit under the weather, so if my throat cracks at any time, I do apologise. But first of all, no further ado, let's get straight into it. But before I do, good luck to the Hawks tonight as they travel to Haringey Borough away. Fortunately, I won't be going. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm actually, if you could hear pain, I wouldn't sound too good right now with my throat. Now, going into Saturday's games of the Isthmian Premier League, no particular order. Burgess Hill Town 0, Hornchurch 3. Corinthian Casuals 1, Enfield Town 6. Folkestone Invicta 2, Brighton Sea Regent 3. Margate 0, Haringey Borough 1. Merson 2, Carshalton Athletic 0. Potters Bar 2, Bognor Regis Town 2. Tonbridge 2, Bishop Stortford 3. Tonbridge were 3-0 down in that one, so they did well to get a couple of goals back. But unfortunately, not the result they was looking for there. And a massive result, as much as it pains me to say, for Stortford. Whitehawk 1, Kingstonian 1. Wingate and Finchley 0. Lewis 1. Worthing 1. Leatherhead 1. And of course, the game I attended at the weekend, or one of, was Harlow Town 0, Dorking Wanderers 1. Now, neither team played fantastic, I think it's fair to say. I think it was another case of the fans turning up, but not the players. I don't mean that disrespectfully, there were players that did try, but the performance was just seemed to not be in there. Dorking weren't great, no disrespect to them, and I think even they would say that. They could have had a couple of other goals. In the end, I think the scoreline did flatter us. But really, it was just a case of we didn't really play football. It was hard for me to choose a man of the match, to be honest with you, which is very rare for me to do. Even when we was getting battered, I'd be able to choose a man of the match. It was just very lacklustre, very poor. The 2 weeks off probably didn't help us coming off for the defeat, and then you have to wait 2 weeks to go again. But yeah, it wasn't great, and obviously see my Harlow Town vlog for that game as well. Obviously Eddie King was there. I did have an interview with Eddie King that was on the vlog, so go and see that, and also a more official vlog interview type of scenario with yourharlow.com and Eddie King. So we'll see how that went down on there. Now, looking into the Bostik North, of course, I'm reading them off of my phone so I can get a video printed up with the results. I'm not going to be able to just memorise them, unfortunately, because my memory's not the best. Now, in terms of the Bostik North, we'll just check this so I don't give you any wrong information. And, as always, we're only doing the weekend's results. So, I might try and get one done in the middle of the week on a Wednesday or Thursday to pick up the Tuesday and Wednesday night results. But until I get the time to do that, obviously Monday's my only day. As it stands, I can really get something like this done. So, the Bostik North, according to good old football web pages, if you like non-league football, simply just go over to football web pages. Brilliant site. Or app rather. It was Durham Town 0, Basildon Athletic 3, and Surrey Town Rangers 1, Middenhall Town 3. And next we go on to the Essex Senior League. Well, now we delve in to the Essex Senior League. I took a quick break to go and get some drinks and what have you for my throat. Now, looking into the Essex Senior League, we're going to start on Saturday, and there's a reason I'm doing it this way. On Saturday, Holbridge Sports beat Enfield FC not to be confused with Enfield Town FC, 6-1. Ilford had a 0-0 draw at home with Hoddesdon Town. Saffron Walden 4, West Essex 1. Sawbridgeworth 1, Clapton 1. Stansted FC 4, Sporting Bengal 1. Now, of course, don't cover the midweek games, but Woodford beat Sporting Bengal 4-0 during the week as well. So, 2 poor results for Sporting Bengal on the bounce there. Stanway Rovers 3, Barkingside 0. Takeley 3, St Margaret's 2. Tower Hamlets 1, Southend Manor 0. Walthamstow FC 2, Leighton Athletic 2. And of course, that's a good result for Leighton Athletic. Obviously, they've not, with no disrespect to them, they've not been the greatest of teams this season. So it's a very, very good result. Now, the game I went to on Friday night, as I mentioned earlier, I did go to 2 games over the weekend. I went to 2 Woodford games in the week. I can recap. Woodford Town won 4-0 against Sporting Bengal. If you want to go and see that, go on to Harlow Town Fans TV. There's some very interesting pieces there, actually, especially about Leighton Orient, which I'll go into more later. And of course, there's a little bit about the Laurie Cunningham statue there. So go and have a look at that on Harlow Town Fans TV. But going into the Woodford game that I'm talking about specifically for the podcast, that is the Redbridge Borough Derby that was finished. Redbridge 1, Woodford Town 3. And in all due respect, it could have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-0 at half time to Woodford Town. As jokes were made in the crowd that only 11 men had turned up, and I don't think that was any more profound, and I don't think it could have been any more justified to say that. What I have to say in terms of the facilities at Redbridge, I've never been there before, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All they'd have to do is tidy their weights up around the ground, and they could definitely go higher stadium-wise. Performance-wise, I don't really know. In credit to Redbridge, second half of the second half, they were a lot better. In fact, they actually got better, which at the time I didn't realise. They went down to 10 men for a sending off, and then down to 9 men, because I didn't realise they'd used all their substitutes at the time. So they actually played with 9 men. And I'll tell you what, they played better with 9 men than they did with 11 men, which was very, very strange. But don't just take my word for it. I have Neil Day, one of the coaches of Woodford Town, telling you how they got on against Redbridge. Looking forward to the 2 fixtures I'll be attending. Home ties against Tower Hamlets and Takeley on Tuesday and Friday respectively. And of course, with Woodford Town being a new club, obviously last year playing at Proxwell and this year playing at our boys, Burrows Farm. Let's see what he has to say about those 3 games. And of course, the Towners in arms.
Okay, here we go. Little update on Woodford Town for the excellent Foghorn vlog. Firstly, last week, excellent week for the club. Played really, really well in both games at Sporting Bengal and Redbridge. What was so pleasing is we were good going forward and cut out really virtually all mistakes defensively. So even against Redbridge, when we probably should have had a penalty, it didn't make a lot of difference, and that's what we set out to do, make sure referee decisions had no bearing on the game. And all in all, the boys did that and should take great credit. So last week, excellent week for the club, and hopefully we can build on that this week. Looking at this week, we've got Tower Hamlets at home on Tuesday, and they're always tough opposition, so forget about their league position. I'm sure their manager will have them up for this game. There's never too much love lost between the 2 sides, and we expect a real battle on Tuesday. If we play anywhere near like we did last week, we've got a good chance of keeping the run going, but I say definitely not underestimating anything there. And then on Friday, Takeley, I think very, very good side, very strong, lots of pace, lots of power, well managed, very good club, and it's no accident they are where they are. So we really, really will need to be at our best to get anything from that game. But an interesting week ahead. Let's hope we can do the same as we did last week, and onwards and upwards. Okay, lastly, a little word about the support we've had recently, which has been fantastic. Train going by there. Supporters, we've had to build it up from virtually nothing, and we've had some, 2 or 3 individuals have been absolutely fantastic, supporting us wherever we go, and that's gradually, the momentum from that has gradually picked up, and we're getting some good notices. Obviously, social media tends to spread the word, and if you want to come to an inclusive environment, where people enjoy themselves, have a laugh. There's, it's just what football's all about, really. For me, get down and support us. More the merrier. Be made very, very welcome. So, any potential Woodford Towners down there and who want to get involved now, and next year when we come to our new ground, new environment, it would be fantastic. Thanks to everyone who's kept the faith so far.
Well, that was Neil Day with his opinions on Woodford Town and the supporters. Now, going into the Conference South results of the weekend, Bath City 0, Welling United 2, Chelmsford City 2, St Albans 4, Concord Rangers 3, Truro City 0, Dartford 2, Weston-super-Mare 1, Dulwich Hamlet 2, Chippenham Town 0, East Thurrock 0, Wealdstone 1, Gloucester City 2, Eastbourne Borough 2, Hampton and Richmond 0, Billericay 2, Hemel Hempstead 2, Oxford City 1, Slough Town 2, Hungerford Town 0, Torquay United 2, Woking 2, and of course Leyton Orient in Conference lost their first game at home to Sutton 1-0. Now, the reason I bring up Orient in this one, of course, during the week I was praying. Obviously, when you see me go to, if you've seen the vlog or if you watch the vlog after this, I went to Leyton Orient Ground before the Sporting Bengal Woodford game. Of course, had a little look at West Ham's ground there as well. Now, on the Wednesday night, was it the Wednesday? Yeah, the Wednesday night, Lewis FC were due to play us on Saturday coming. So I thought, right, if they win their FA Cup game, FA Cup replay, they won't be playing us on Saturday. They won. I booked my tickets to go and watch Orient away to Maidenhead. I've not been to Orient for a while, so I thought I'd go and go on an away day with the O's. I've not been for ages. Turns out Margate and Harlow Town have come to the agreement to move their game that got postponed because of the FA Cup, got moved to the end of October on Tuesday night to Saturday, which is fantastic news for Harlow Town fans. Bad news for me. But never mind, Harlow Town Fans TV, there won't be 2 Harlow games on there, obviously from tonight or Saturday. But there will be 3 vlogs uploaded, of course, with Woodford Town playing Tower Hamlets, Woodford Town playing Takeley, and Leyton Orient travelling to Maidenhead away, which of course are still unbeaten away from home. Now, as you can hear, my voice is going exceedingly by the minute, so I'm going to get myself down to the doctors. You take care, you lovely, lovely people. And as always, you've been here with me, Foghorn, from Harlow Town Fans TV. Thank you.